may know me as the Coffee with Kim girl or the author of Unraveling the Washington Web, and even the disheveled chef and the creator of the Regenerate Me Now health and weight loss course. But today, I want to talk to you about your health. Let me ask you, have you invested in a plethora of joint and vitamin supplements to relieve discomfort and increase your mobility, only to find that you have continual discomfort, stiffness, and decreased mobility? Well, let me ask you this too. Have you spoken with your doctor and the doctor recommended maybe extreme measures for alleviating your discomfort, like surgery or maybe steroid shots? Well, before you make any decisions or purchase another supplement, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Today, I want to introduce you to an award-winning, multi-patented nutraceutical that changed the quality of my life. And that is liquid BioCell. Did you know that by the time you reach 50 years of age, that your body produces 50% less collagen? This means that you have less lubrication and your joints, have less cushioning between the bone and the cartilage. So not only that, if you think about it, there's other things that collagen affects, like wrinkles, sagging skin. So you might notice a shift in that as well. All of this, whether it's your connective tissue, it's your joints, it's your organs, it's your, the skin is an organ, so your outer look, all right? All of that is affected by collagen. So, let me tell you a story. I'll never forget it. I had the opportunity to meet Joan Rivers once, and she happened to tell this very, very funny story and counter, although I think it was a joke. But anyways, you want to hear it? All right. So she said, as she was stepping onto an airplane, she noticed, that the stewardess was near, and the stewardess came over, and she said to Miss Rivers, she says, "Miss Rivers, do you know where your seat is?" And Joan responded, she says, "Yeah, 2 or 3 inches below where it was last year." And so that is what happens when we lose collagen. Things begin to sag, all right? All right, so if you can relate to that, even if you're in your late 20s, your 30s, and even your 40s, you are going to start noticing changes in especially your outward appearance. Now, also, if you're athletic, you have a strenuous job, or even if you are seriously sedentary, like our IT people, all right, your body can show signs of change. Interestingly, that I know how many 30-year-olds that are like, "I can't believe I'm turning 30. I'm starting to look old." Well, wait till you turn 50 or 60. Then you're like, "Oh my God, what is this line here? What is this line here?" Right? So that's where my story begins. It really begins around 50. 50 was a major, major shift in my life for a lot of reasons. I went back to school when I was 50. I think I had this aha moment of my physical health, which I'm about to share. Major, major changes. We're taking hormonal changes, a lot of things changing at the age of 50. So what happened was one night, this may have happened to you too, I'm like watching the P90X infomercial. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if I just do these exercises, I'll look like when I was in my 20s. And of course, I'm caught up in the moment. I'm caught up into the infomercial, and click, I order it. So it arrives, in a few days. And I plugged the DVD in, and we're on DVD number 1, right? And we're starting to do a few of these moves, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I can't do this. I have to move. The problem was that I couldn't move. I had such bad back problems that I was actually taking meds to get out of bed in the morning. I would wake up maybe around 4 or 5 in the morning, pop a couple pills, and then when it came time to get up, I would stick a pillow behind me, roll over, do those knee to chin stretches, right? And then literally grab onto the side post and pull myself up to get out of bed. That had been going on for about 6 months. And I'd already gone to the hospital twice. I mean, the paramedics came. I couldn't even get on the stretcher because my back was so locked up. It was so painful that they had to kind of like walk me out or put me sideways and lift me up together to get me on the stretcher. It was so embarrassing. And terrifyingly, looking at that P90X, I thought, if I do one wrong move, I'm going to end up in an emergency room. And if that was just one reason, I'm like, I can't do this. The other was, there were so many squats. And I had so much knee discomfort. In fact, it was a little bit serious there. There was no spring left in those knees. And so I'm thinking, I can't do a squat. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I just invested in this program. I can't even do it. However, a week before, I happened to stop by a meeting that was going on about this product called liquid BioCell. At the time, it was just Suru, and it was kind of cool. And my friend and I were going up to Orlando to watch Walt Disney. And so here we are. We stopped by this home because we heard about this great new product. And we talked to several people that had been doing the clinical testing, and the results were staggering. I remember this one woman telling me, she said, 7 years I have lived in a back and neck brace. I had a bad car accident 7 years ago, and since then I've had to hire a nurse who comes in every morning to help her get dressed, put the back brace on, the neck brace on, and this is how I've lived my life. And she said she had been taking this product since August. Now, this was in March, so, it's practically 9 months. And she said, today, I don't need a back brace. I rarely ever need a neck brace. And she said, look at me. I am 72 years old. I'm like, you are kidding me. The woman looked like she was in her 50s. I'm telling you. It was like really impactful for me. And so we left there, and we're thinking about whether or not we're going to get involved and try this product. And so my girlfriend, she's like on right away. I'm always a little bit more skeptical. I have to think a little bit longer. So here I am just a week later, and I call her up and I said, hey, get me a bottle of that stuff. I have got to try it. I just bought this P90X. I can't move. I need to see if it works. She brings it over that same day. The next morning was a Monday morning. I literally take 2 ounces of this Monday morning. I take 2 ounces Monday night. I take 2 ounces Tuesday morning. And then I think, well, why don't I just plug that DVD in? So at the end of the afternoon on Tuesday, I plug in the P90X, and I'm doing, it comes to the squat section, right? So I'm like, okay, let's try it. I could not believe it. I did 15 squats. That was the beginning, and it just got better. About mid-morning on Thursday, that aha moment came when I realized I got out of bed without meds, without a back pillow, without stretching. My back problems were gone and they have never returned. After 10 years of suffering, can you imagine how my life changed? Or can you imagine how your life would change? Not to mention the fact that my knees were improving, my cartilage was regenerating, and before I knew it, not only was I doing the full range of P90X, I was running upstairs, I was doing CrossFit, and I was crushing 50 to 100 squats a day. That is significant. And there were other changes too. There was a resolution to all my joint discomfort. My headaches disappeared, which were a year of headaches every day. And I know that was hormonal, but still, it was a year. There was a substantial increase in my iron. It went from 8 to 13. Now, that's significant because I could not give blood. My iron was too low to give blood, so I was rejected over and over again. Now I wasn't rejected anymore, and I was able to give blood. Cool. So that was a benefit. And then I think probably the most noticeable outward benefit was the 10 years of aging that just disappeared. I mean, crow's feet disappeared, wrinkles disappeared. I mean that, you know, you have the hanging neck thing that disappeared. I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is for real. What I saw or even heard that first week when I went to that meeting was nothing to my own personal experience. I mean, it was amazing. This stuff, to me, is better than Botox. Oh my. So that's why I created this video. That's why I'm reaching out to you through email. So you can enjoy an improved quality of life just like I have. Can you imagine what can be done or changed when you're not in constant discomfort or feeling the pangs of aging? So what is liquid BioCell? Well, it is a naturally occurring matrix of collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate. Now, I want to say naturally occurring because a lot of the BioCell that's out there is actually, it's synthetic. But this is not. It's natural. And most all your ingredients are kosher. I mean, this is high quality. But the biggest thing about it is the patent, because this collagen has a molecular makeup that your body readily accepts and reads as if it's producing its own collagen matrix. Why is that so cool? Because when you drink this product, the BioCell travels to the areas of your body that are most depleted, working on them first. So, whoa, what can you expect then when you're taking this product? Well, you can expect improved joint mobility. That's a good one. How about increased lubrication, reduced discomfort, and then the repairing and increased health of your cartilage, your synovial fluid, your connective tissue, all right? And of course, I'll leave the best for last, reduce wrinkles and more. I can't tell you when I say more. I have friends that had severe allergies. After using the liquid BioCell, literally, they went away. I have friends that have had, really different influxes with their sugar. And they went back to the doctor for their blood, and their A1C, which was never normal, was normal. I mean, some pretty cool stuff. Now, let me share with you, you might think, well, really, are there any clinical studies? Is this really scientifically based, or is this just emotional? Well, let me just share with you 3 clinical study reports. The first being an 8-week human clinical study. And in that 8 weeks, 90% of the subjects with chronic joint discomfort experienced a 40% improvement in physical activity, and with continued use, many of them experienced significant mobility. I'm one of those many. All right. And then there's a 10-week trial that enrolls subjects that had an advanced stage of joint problems. You could see it in the hands. I have some pictures below. And you could see, things that manifest themselves when you have advanced stage of joint problems. Well, that clinical trial resulted in more than 70% of those individuals experience a significant reduction of discomfort and, of course, an improvement in their daily activities. That's pretty cool. Now, the third clinical study that we have demonstrated that within 28 days, those doing a daily intake of the liquid BioCell showed a 60-fold increase of hyaluronic acid in the body. Now that's the stuff, folks, that reduces those wrinkles, improves that synovial fluid, all right? But this is without any cosmetic injections. Okay, so this is without Botox. Can you imagine 60-fold increase naturally? Wow. So how does it work? Well, depending on your level of discomfort and your aging issues, you will take 1 to maybe upwards to 3 tablespoons 2 times a day. And then you're going to follow it with a glass of water. That's it. And then as you do this consistently, you're going to see the results we're talking about. That's what I do. I still do it. That's what I did before. It's what I'm doing now. And now what? All right. Well, so now that you know the basics and you know why I'm sharing this video with you, I'm sharing my story with you, why don't you click on the link below and you can read a little bit more about it and get started. If what I'm sharing resonates with you, don't wait. Get started today. You know what your life is like, and you know how you would like to move your life forward and what you would like it to be like. So if you and I once again are resonating, we're lifers, we understand each other, then don't delay. Again, it's been awesome to be with you, and I hope to hear from you and to talk to you soon. God bless, and remember, this is for you. All the best.